Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Charlotte Roval weekend for the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series. This was the last race of the round of 8, I'm pretty sure, round of 12, round of 8, no, sorry, round of 12, there you go, round of 12 for the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series. And let's just say it was a very eventful weekend, especially for some drivers which were eliminated from the playoffs from each of the disciplines. Let's just say our former champions from the Cup Series and Xfinity Series will not be repeating the championship. We know that because they were eliminated from this round. So before we get into that, let's talk about Las Vegas, which is the next race for the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series, and also the ARCA Menara Series West if you're interested in that. So on Friday, October 14th at 8:35 p.m. Eastern Time will be practice, and 9:05 will be qualifying for the Xfinity Series. Both of them will be on USA. At 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time will be the race for the ARCA Menara Series West for the running of the Star Nursery 150, the Bull Ring. So I think that'd be at Las Vegas somewhere, and be called the Bull Ring circuit. It's Bull Ring Speedway. I don't know, but that will be on TV for some reason. I'm not too sure why. Saturday, October 15th will be the practice and qualifying for the Cup Series. Practice will start at 12:05 p.m. Qualifying will start at 12:50. Both of them also will be on USA. And then the Xfinity Series race, 3 p.m. for the running of the Alsco Uniform 02. That'll be on NBC and PRM. And finally, for the Cup Series, on Sunday, October 16th, at 2:30 p.m., we have the South Point 400. That'll be on NBC and PRN. So still nothing on the Truck Series. I think that'll be next up at Homestead. I think Homestead is after Las Vegas, which we basically get to see who will be in the final four for the Truck Series, which I'm very excited about. But let's now move over to the results. And first start off for the Xfinity Series, like we always do. That was won by AJ Allmendinger. Who saw that coming? Obviously, the road course ringer himself, who will be now in the Cup Series next year full time with Kaulig Racing, is obviously won here at the Xfinity Series at the Roval. Second place, we got Ty Gibbs and Noah Gragson, James Davison, Justin Allgaier, Alex Abay, Brennan Jones, Josh Berry, Ryan Siegel, and Castle right at the top 10. Then we got Sam Mayer, Anthony Alfredo, Maya Snyder, Jeremy Clemens, Danica Fiat, Sheldon Creed, Daniel Hemrick, Jeff Burton, JJ Ailey, and Brendan Brown right at the top 20. Three drivers failed to qualify, that being Greg Goldie and Brendan Portal, and also myself. 52, 47, and the 32 respectively. And then 4 drivers went to the rear. 3 went to the rear due to unproof adjustments, that being Scott Heckert, Ryan Vargas, and Chris Wright. And Noah Gragson went to the rear due to a backup car. So lap 3, Daniel Hemrick spins out. What a great way to start off the Roval. Lap 10, Chris Wright wrecks at turn 1. And lap 20, AJ Allmendinger wins stage 1. Lap 40, Brandon Jones wins stage 2, and I'm going to show a video of this one. On lap 46, Jeff Burton spins out. Marco Andretti hits him. Yes, Marco Andretti, the IndyCar star, and obviously son of Mario Andretti. Actually, no, Michael Andretti, I'm pretty sure. And obviously he's also related to Mario Andretti. He actually made his Xfinity Series debut, which is very interesting. Also, Fiat as well, both of them. Obviously, open wheel drivers, Mark Andretti in IndyCar, Fiat in F1. So it's actually pretty cool to see other drivers from different disciplines coming into NASCAR just to have a driver's name. I mean, James Davison is also here as well. The Australian who mainly is known for driving in IndyCar. I think maybe driving on other things. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure though. But either way, it's pretty cool to see the drivers from other disciplines like F1, like IndyCar. Like F1, Mika Fiat, and IndyCar, Marco Andretti, and James Davison having a shot in NASCAR, especially the Xfinity Series, which is pretty cool. I do hope that Andretti comes back and maybe tries the Cup Series. That might be pretty cool. Definitely maybe part of the Trackhouse Racing Team Project 91 program, which would be cool. Maybe even James Davison. I think Fiat might be with Team Hesburg, but I'm not too sure. I do hope that obviously Fiat actually has a pretty good car, so he can maybe compete for wins. Lap 49, Preston Porter spins out after contact with Kaz Grala, Riley Herbst, and Davison, and James Davison also involved. Davison makes contact with Herbst, getting rare damage. Well, Herbst gets rare damage. Lap 57, another one about Riley Herbst, that being his tie car cast actually fell off. Lap 64, Sage Karam wrecks in turn 6. Lap 68, Riley Herbst spins that again. Lap 72, AJ Allmendinger wins the drive for the Q250, while Bailey Curry spins on the backstretch chicane. So pretty. I mean, it was pretty eventful, yeah. But it was definitely really cool to see some of some names from other series coming in just to try out NASCAR. Let's now move over. Actually, first of all, have a look at the drivers outside of the top 20. So let's have a look here. So Riley Herbst is the only playoff driver, and Austin Hill, both of them, were finished outside of the top 20. With Marco Andretti down in 36. Oh, I forgot about Sage Karam. So Sage Karam in 30th. We also won't be seeing Santini Ferrucci anymore, as he got signed up to a full-time IndyCar deal with AJ Foyt Racing Enterprises. So we won't be seeing. Well, actually, we might probably maybe see Ferrucci maybe after the IndyCar season, but definitely not during the IndyCar season, unless maybe like Texas or something, because that's only a doubleheader. So maybe Texas, we might see him. But that is the results for the Xfinity Series. So let's move over to the Cup Series, and a pretty surprising one. Actually, he did get screwed over a bit. I think Watkins Glen last year, if I remember correctly. Maybe, yeah, I think Watkins Glen this year. Maybe this year. I'm not too sure. When Larson and Christopher Bell collided at Watkins Glen, Christopher Bell gets his revenge and wins at the Roval. Second place, we got Kevin Harvick, and then Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger, Justin Haley, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe, and Austin Dillon ran out the top 10. Then we got Eric Jones, Corey LaJoie, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Eric Almirola, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Joe Logano, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Chase Elliott ran out the top 20. No one failed to qualify, but plenty of drivers went to the rear. So 5 drivers went to the rear to do improve adjustments, that being Ross Chastain, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Loris Hasselmans, and Connor Daly. Yes, another IndyCar driver made his debut here in the Roval with TMT Racing. Yes, the Money Team Racing is back after a very long hiatus. Eric Almirola due to an engine change, and Josh Williams due to inspection issues, which meant he also had to do a drive-through penalty. So no one further qualified, like I mentioned. So lap 25, Joe Logano wins stage 1. Lap 39, Noah Gragson and Carl LaJoie, they both missed a turn while battling, having to stop together, which was kind of funny on the back stretch chicane. Lap 50, Ross Chastain wins stage 2. Lap 57, Chase Briscoe and Carl LaJoie makes hard contact coming to the backstretch. Coming to the backstretch chicane. Briscoe had toe damage. Lap 98, Suarez, Vitalis, and LaJoie spinning him out. This was caused because LaJoie spun Suarez out, so a bit of a retaliation there, and yes, a lot of Carl LaJoie stuff. I'm going to show a video of this crazy restart which happened. Lap 107, Noah Gragson and Harrison Burton first spun out in turn 1. And then a little further, I think on turn 6, if I remember correctly, maybe. I think it might be turn 6. Chase Elliott spun out after contact from Tyler Reddick, and then AJ Allmendinger went off the track. So, crazy stuff happened. And our eventual winner, Christopher Bell, he somehow, I think he was like 7th place, I'm pretty sure, like 8th place in the start. Then he jumped his way up to 3rd place, and Kevin Harvick was leading then. So, a lot of stuff was happening during that restart. I can't remember what the reason of the caution was. It wasn't because LaJoie spun out, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was, but it was a very hectic, crazy restart. To be fair, a lot of drivers spinning out, and that's lovely how the Roval is. It causes chaos. Lap 109, the backstretch chicane curb comes up. Yes, we have. Oh god, memories of the 2021 Indianapolis road course when the curb came up on chicane, which was horrible, really, really bad. Luckily it didn't cause any major crashes, which is good. Lap 111, Ryan Blaney, Michael McDowell, Chase Elliott, Mike Rockefeller, which I also forgot to mention. He was also in this as well. He's a sports car driver, and Daniel Fiat, another one as well. All spun out in turn 1. Cindric spins out at the backstretch. Once again, a lot of spins during this race. And finally, on lap 112, Christopher Bell wins the Bank of America Roval 400, while Ty Dillon spins on the front stretch. Now, there is a bit of issue going on as well. I think currently NASCAR is investigating Cole Custer after, I think, a start infringement maybe. Something, I don't know, I'm not too sure, but it won't be it will not change anything on to the round of 8 advances. So the drivers who advance to the round of 8, they will not get affected by this. But yeah, I mean, just I don't know what he did. I think it's something about the restart, I'm pretty sure, or maybe he did something. Maybe got the corner. I'm not too sure. I think I saw the video. I was very confused of what he did. I think apparently as well, NASCAR, they're looking at the radio communications as well to see what was happening there. I will update you when an announcement comes up about Custer, but maybe a penalty, maybe a fine. I'll be very surprised if it was like a 50 point deduction from owners' points and drivers' points, but we'll see though. So let's have a look at the other finishers outside of the top 20. Also, Cedric in 21st. No, Gregson gets 23rd, but I think it doesn't matter. Ryan Blaney 26th. Kyle Larson 30th. Talk about him a lot. He had a horrible day. Daniel Suarez 36th. Ross Chastain 37th. So Chastain is on there by a thread. It's kind of struggling. And then there's also leaders. Fiat last. It's Colin Daly up to 34th, which is decent, but I mean, he was in front of 3 playoff drivers, which were lapped down. And then there's Lars Hesmans, who was also lapped down as well. Then Mike Rockenfeller down in 29th, which is actually a pretty decent result for Spy Motorsports car. So that's really about it for the Charlotte Roval. Let's now have a look at the standings. And first off with the Xfinity Series. Obviously, round of 8 is secured and done. So round of 4, as of right now, all the drivers who are in it, that includes Noah Gragson plus 34, AJ Allmendinger plus 22, Tigers plus 16, and Justin Allgaier plus 11. Currently, the closest one is Josh Berry, 11 points back. Austin Hill, 15 points back. Brandon Jones, 22 points back. And Sam Mayer, 28 points back. The drivers which were eliminated are Ryan Sieg, Daniel Hemrick, Riley Herbst, and Jeremy Clemens. So Hemrick will not challenge for the Xfinity Series Championship this season. I mean, it was a very down year, but Collick was also very down as well, other than Allmendinger, who has been on fire. In 13th place, we got Landon Castle, then Sheldon Creed, Anthony Alfredo, Brandon Brown, Jeff Burton, Mike Snyder, Alex LeBay, and Brendan Moffat ran out to top 20. So move over to the Cup Series, as a lot more stuff has been happening there. Grid is now set for the round of 8, as we go over to Las Vegas, and Chase Elliott has a massive cushion, 31 points above the cut line. Then we got Joe Logano, 11 points to the good, Ross Chastain, 6 points to the good, and Christopher Bell, 3 points to the good. Closest one is currently Ryan Blaney, 3 points back, William Byron, 3 points back as well, Denny Hamlin, 5 points back, and Chase Briscoe, 9 points back. So it's getting very close for the round of 8. And obviously, the 4 drivers which were eliminated, I mean, one of them, Alex Bowman, obviously. I mean, he didn't race at all this in these 2 races. Also, Cindric, Daniel Suarez, and Kyle Larson. I'm very surprised about Larson. I think it's mainly because Christopher Bell was below the cut line when that was happening. I think he also got past as well. So, unlucky there for Larson. 2 Hendrick Motorsports cars eliminated. That kind of sucks. 1 Team Penske, 1 Trackhouse. No surprises there. I mean, Bowman also no surprise there. But Kyle Larson, he has been decent, but not the best compared to last season. Obviously, it'd be difficult to match last season how dominant he was, but he's been struggling a lot more this season. Maybe it's the car, maybe something else. I'm not too sure, obviously, but it's very surprising to see Kyle Larson out of the from the round of 12. That was surprising to me. And obviously, we have the rest. We got Tyler Reddick in 12th. Austin Dillon in 13th, Kyle Busch in 14th, and Kevin Harvick in 16th after they got a penalty. I think it was 100. What was it, like 100 points, 50 points penalty? I'm pretty sure for something that they did. So like they modified some engine parts, so that caused a bit of a kerfuffle there. Then in 17th place, Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, and Eric Almirola around the top 20. So that's really about it for the Charlotte Roval weekend. Just a reminder that the next race is at Las Vegas for the Cup Series, Xfinity Series, and if you want as well, the Arcamaras West Series. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.